Not a bad opening hand. Let's say I could use Armageddon Knight first to set up my grave. Actually, I can go into a Beelze on my first turn with the single Armageddon Knight. Let's do that. That's always fun to do. And send a Malicious. Activate Malicious's effect. And activate Emergency Teleport to bring out Krebons. And go into Beelze. Defense mode, of course. Arc Honor Knight is still a pain in the ass. First turn Beelze is always a nice play. Let's see how he comes back from this. Janex. Of course, his deck originally wanted to be all about Jinzo, but Jinzo doesn't have enough support card to really build a deck about him. So what you do with Jinzo decks is build a deck and then add the Jinzo into it, instead of building an entire deck revolving around Jinzo. Ah, so he's playing Bujins. Bujins can't really deal with Beelze. Yeah, let's MST that middle card. Actually, they do play 2 D prisons. That's pretty standard in Beelze decks. Looks like I got a Torrential. Torrential was not what I was looking for. I could go into another one of those things, but that wouldn't really matter anyway. Let's see, you can discard 1 Dark Monster to send 1 Dark Monster from your deck to the graveyard. Not really gonna work. To send 1 Dark Monster from your deck to the grave. I could send a Plague Spreader to the grave and do that. So let's just put this guy in attack mode and see what he does. Because 2D prisons are pretty standard against these kinds of decks. If I could bring out Jinzo, I would. But I can't. There's the first D prison. Jinzo would have been really good right about now. Let's just set this for now. Skill Prisoner. And see how things pan out. What if this guy drew into both his D prisons? That would suck. I can still bring out another Beelze. All I need to do is send a Plague Spreader to the... Yeah, actually I don't have enough cards for that. Nope, Skill Prisoner isn't really going to work out for this. Actually, Shadow Mist allows me to add a card, doesn't it? I can add Dasher to special summon out Greffer. As long as I don't draw into my second Malicious. Or I can just normal summon this guy. We got Motto, so he's going to add a Crane to his hand. Oh, he must already have one. Bujin Turtle. Okay, all I need to do is get out a Plague Spreader zombie, and I can go into my second Krebons. Since I don't really have the cards. You can discard 1 level 5 or higher monster spell, summon this card from your hand. You can discard 1 Dark Monster to send 1 Dark Monster from your deck to the graveyard. Ooh, not gonna work. Then I'd have to move over my Book of the Moon. And I'd have to bet that this isn't a second D prison. Book of the Moon would be really good about helping against that. There's just no guarantee that that's what it is. Oh well, just gonna have to take the chance. Ooh, unless he Evac Feelers this dude. In which case, I'd have to waste my Book of the Moon, which wouldn't really help. Because you still need 1 card in your hand in order to use Plague Spreader's effect. This is all assuming everything goes off without a hitch. What is he waiting so long for? Is it a bottomless trap hole? Oh, I guess not. Now I can send... It'd be so cool if I added Jinzo to my hand. I could send a Jinzo Returner to the grave and just attack with that crap. But then I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Oh, now he does it. Oh yeah, I forgot Skill Prisoner works against Effect Veiler. That's awesome. Yeah, that means I can go into my second Beelze. Select card to send to grave. Actually, you know what? If I send Shadow Mist to the grave, I could add another hero to my hand. And then use that. I need Plague Spreader in the grave, though, in order to do what I want. Of course, assuming he doesn't really have a way to stop it. Malicious, activate, Plague Spreader. Ah, goodbye, Book of the Moon. If he stops the second Beelze, it's game over. Oh, looks like it's gonna come out. Actually, I could go into a Red Dragon Archifiend and just do that instead. Because he doesn't have the dude in the graveyard yet. Because what if... let's just go into Beelze. It could always be a bottomless trap hole. He did wait forever when I summoned this dude out. Attack with Beelze into Bujin Yamato. Have him use Crane, or if this dude got really lucky, he'd draw into both of his deep prisons. Nope. Yeah, I don't want him to go into one of his XYZ monsters. Forbidden Dress, huh? Well, that's something. I mean, I have that in my deck too, but for a completely different reason. Okay, now all he has to do is summon a monster, and he can go into Arc Honor Knight and ruin my day. And then it'd be all up to top decking in this deck. I've already pretty much used everything it's good at. So that wouldn't work out well for me. Deck all about Jinzo. I should have just waited until I had Jinzo out. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Skill Prisoner in the graveyard. I keep forgetting I have Skill Prisoner for some reason. Skill Prisoner was all... Yeah. If it wasn't for that Skill Prisoner, that would have been me who would have lost that game.